Good morning, everybody. It is the Savagestacker. All right. Yes, it has been a while since I've made some videos, and well, let's just get right into this. So we're gonna finally make a video and upload some content and try to stay in the now with everything that's going on. And boy, since I made a last video, a lot has gone on. A lot. It's life, the world, our country is crazy right now, and metals have gone nuts, and just things are all over the place. I mean, history is almost being made every day, at least every week right now, and it is just crazy on what's going on. I mean, look at the stuff happened to the president or attempted to, and or the candidate for president, and just so much stuff is going on. Metals are all over the place. They're up crazy big one day, drop super low another. Just insane moves in the markets and in metals and in oil. Just a lot going on, and that is just a lot to process. And people just move in, move out on this information, and they don't let it linger. And any one of these things 20, 30 years ago that would happen, people would be talking about it for months, years even. And then right now we process things so fast and we get so used to it. Something happens, a week later something else happens, and we forget all about what happened the week before. And it's just crazy. And everything that's going on right now is not okay. I don't even want to begin to even talk about what is going on right now. Let's stick with metals, but a lot to process, a lot of stuff going on with metals in the metals market. Look at what's going on with silver right now. I think I'm actually going to go make a purchase today. I have been saving cash. I've been saving my money for a house. I could very easily sell some of this here and buy a home, but I don't want to do that. This year, what I decided, since the prices of metals are so high, I am going to stop stacking. Not stop stacking altogether, but stop stacking at the rate I was, because I was buying a lot. I mean, I was probably putting 70% of my checks into metal, and now I'm making purchases on the dips, larger dips, I guess you could say, or wait for a good deal. And lately, I do have some mail here that I didn't even know I had. I was going through some paperwork, and I'm like, oh, what's this? From Silverstruck. Let's get into that real quick so I can get this out of the way, and then we'll talk about what I have been buying and the strategic way you should be buying right now because the metals being up so high. So I got something from Silverstruck. I don't know when my wife went and checked the mail. I don't know how long this has been sitting here, but I'm like, oh, there's something in there. So let me see what the postmark is on this. Let's see. Wow. So this has either been lost, or this says February 10th, 2024. And I know it hasn't been on my table since then because I wouldn't check the mail all the way up until about a month ago, and I've been just too busy to get to the post office. It's closed. So this has been here for a long time. So let's get into this. Let's see here. So Silverstruck, if I didn't mention anything about this, then I do apologize, because sometimes the wife checks the mail and doesn't tell me, and then puts it in the house and sets it somewhere, and then I come across it randomly. So let's take a look at what we got here. We have, oh, come on out of there. Oh, right on. We got the Silverstruck poker chip. Right on. Look at that. Let's use we'll use our King Kong Wu blade here to get this open. Well, I think I will. I don't know. Yeah, let's just cut the tape. We'll get into this real quick. Now, this brings up the fact that I told everybody I will have poker chips for you, and that still stands. If you emailed me and said you wanted one of my poker chips, I will get that out. I promise. It's just, life gets busy, and I haven't had a chance. Yes, my fingernails are all dirty. I have scrubbed them. I've been in the dirt lately, so this is as clean as hands you get. Like I'm beat up right now. Right on. Thank you, Silverstruck. And sorry it took so long to get that open. And look at that. That is awesome. 1 ounce silver bar, guardhouse box challenge. And I just finally finished my first box. Silverstruck vintage silver stacker. These are flipping amazing. I like this. Good idea, bro. Right on. Thank you, Silverstruck. We'll put this, can we see it there? Yep. All right, we'll put that there. Okay, let's get back into the video here real quick. All right, we'll put this, let's see here, the guardhouse box challenge right there. And we'll put those over here for now. And let's get into this video. All right, so thank you once again, Silverstruck. I do like the poker chips. I do have my own, finally. And I will get them out as soon as I possibly can, because everything's been crazy lately. All right, so I haven't been making many purchases. I have made some purchases. Father's Day, of course, a few weeks back, I got this Liberty Mint, is what I had my wife pick me up right there, and got that, and come on. And then, so lately I've been trying to be very strategic on my purchases, and whether that's getting calls from the local coin shop saying, hey, I got a bunch of stuff in at a really good price. He bought 20 of these, and he knows I like this. My first piece of silver that I bought was a 1 ounce round of this repeating RMC, Republic Metal Corporation logo. I got a bunch of 1 ounce rounds with that on the back, and I thought, man, that is the coolest looking back ever, and I am infatuated with this back. I don't know why, but if you look at it against this other RMC bar I have, not as cool. You're like, whatever. But that, for me, is cool. And since my first piece of silver was this, it just has that nostalgia for me. So he had those. He bought 20 of them at a really good price and told me, if you come down today, I'll sell you as many as you want for spot. And I was like, I'm like, dude, I just bought this 1/2 ounce of gold from them about 3 or 4 days prior, and I'm trying to save money for this house so I don't have to sell my metals and let it mature. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know how much I can come off with right now. I think I could pick up 2, and that's what I did. I bought 2 at spot, and the spot price at the time was $30.80. So I spent $308 each. And if I would have bought anything offline, it would have cost me $2 over that, right? So probably saved $40 on 2 bars. So that's pretty cool. So I had to jump on that. I wish I would have bought more, but that's just the way it is. And now silver's down a little bit, and I know he has a couple of those left, but he ain't selling them for spot no more. What he was worried about is he bought them, and he was worried that the spot price was going to come down. So he was worried that they were going to lose money. So he was like, yeah, pick them up at spot. And I think they bought them for under spot, of course. But you can't expect the coin shops to buy stuff at spot right now when silver's 99 and $1.99 over spot. You just can't assume they're going to buy it for spot. So most stuff right now, unless it's government minted, is like $1 under spot. I've seen some places that are paying like $3 under spot, and then they're charging $1.99 over spot, so they're making $5 per ounce, right? But people are hurting right now, so not a lot of people are buying. A lot of people are selling, and these coin shops have tons of inventory right now. I mean, tons. And like, I bought this half ounce right here. You can't find fractional maples anywhere for a good price. For some reason, gold is cheap right now, but fractional is not. So I got that for a very good price over spot. It does have little rust spots in it right there. There's a couple more small ones on it, and some scuffs on it. So I got it for dirt cheap. And that's the kind of deals that I'm trying to do right now. The spot price is, I mean, look at gold prices are way up there. Silver's price is way up there. And, you know, so there's a lot of good deals out there because there's so much inventory. People are so broke. I see people selling their metals left and right now. Anytime I've been to the coin shop, even just to go in there and chop it up, people are bringing in just boxes and boxes of metals and trying to dump it off right now. So these places are selling their metals for cheap as far as over spot. So if the price dips $1, $2 like it just did, that's when I'm going to finally go stack some metals, because I want to do this strategically. I'm trying to save the cash for the house, but I also want to buy metals at the right time. Buy metals at the right time, especially when the spot price is this high. If you're new to this or just getting into stacking and you're anything like me, you're probably just like, who cares? I don't care. I'm buying metals no matter what all the time. I set aside a budget, and that's what I spend every week or bi-weekly or monthly or whatever. And I understand that completely. I was doing the same thing. When spot price and premiums went up back in 2021, 2022, you couldn't tell me to slow down or be strategic about buying metals. I was just buying as much as I could. And I'm glad I did. So I'm not saying don't buy metals if the price is this high. What I'm saying is do it strategically if you already have a nice little stack. For the ones that don't have a good size stack, I just say get as much as you possibly can. Excuse me 1 second. Ah, that's delicious. For the people out there that are like, why do you drink stuff in the middle of your video? Well, because my voice gets parched and dry. My mouth gets dry and I have a hard time talking. That's why. Okay. So I'm down to buy metals right now, but it's got to be a good price. It's got to be, a fair premium over spot, because there's so many deals out there. Why would I buy from you if you're still charging $4 over spot? I just won't, because I can go online and get it for $1.25, $1.69, $1.99 over spot all day long. So you got to have some incentive in there to have me shop at your shop. And my coin shop guys, I've spent enough money with them that whenever they get a chance to give me a deal, they do. And they call me first every time. Every time, I become good friends with these guys. I've had people in the community like, oh, these guys aren't your friends and all this stuff. They own a business. They got to pay their bills. They got to keep the lights on, keep their doors open, and they got to pay their rent, their mortgage, their car payment, their food, their fuel, and try to make a little bit of profit on top of that. So every business is like that. So if you think that you should just get free stuff because that's what they do, well, then you don't know how the world works and you're a child. So you gotta become friends with these people is what I do. And they give me deals. They call me first and they give me deals quite often. So I love my coin shops over buying online, because they definitely ain't your friends online at all. So remember, try to be strategic, try to buy at the right time, catch those dips and all that stuff. And especially right now when everything's so expensive. I mean, the premiums are down, but the premiums are down and the spot price is way high. I mean, you're not really saving any money. You're just kind of buying where it has been, So if it's at $28 an ounce and they're charging you $4 over spot, it's the same as it being $29, $30 over an ounce and them charging you $1 over spot, $2 over spot, right? So find the deals, because if you're buying stuff that's $5 over spot right now, then you're buying the wrong stuff, because there are deals out there all over the place. I mean, $2 over spot is the max for silver I will pay right now. The max. You charge me over that, I'm gone. I'm out the door. I will not stick around, because all online dealers have something that's under $2 over spot. And gold right now, forget it. People cannot even sell it. It's so expensive. People are buying it, but not like they were. And who can afford right now $2,400 an ounce? I mean, really, $100 over that, $2,500 an ounce for an ounce of gold. Like, there's no way that people that are broke are paying that. So if you go into your coin shop and they have tons of gold sitting there, guess what? That means they have over inventory and it's not selling, and they will work with you. So ask them. If they're like, hey, yeah, I'll give you, this kangaroo for $80 over spot. You're like, can we go 60? Can we go 50? And they're like, well, and I'm like, oh, okay, then I really don't want it, because I can find it online right now for $60 over spot. And they're like, okay, I'll do 60, because they want you to flip over that money so they can buy more, and they need the money. So you can will and deal with them right now for sure. So be strategic about your business right now, because there should be no reason that you go in and buy yourself an acai bar for $4 over spot. There's no way, because there's deals everywhere, and you just go out there and find them, I did buy a little bit of silver this last couple weeks. I bought these 2 bars at spot. So I got this thing for Father's Day, but I spent as equal amount of money on my wife for Mother's Day, so it evened out. And I bought this Johnson Matthey right here for a little over $300 on Monument Metals. That was good. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got from Monument Metals, I got 10 1-ounce Eaglehard bars for a good price. I mean, that was definitely over $2 an ounce, but it was a good price. I think it was $4 an ounce over spot. I think it was $3.99 an ounce over spot, and I ordered 10 of those, and that's how I finished my guardhouse box with those. I only need 3 more, and I put those in there. I would have liked a variety. They did not send me a variety. It was the whatever frosted back, like the most minted 1-ounce Eaglehard bars. So if I can get some more and put them in those slots, I will. But I finished my guardhouse box off finally. Took forever. I mean, it's probably been a year. Silver Struck has probably done 150 ounces to my 25 ounces in that guardhouse box. I don't know how he finds the stuff he finds, but he finds it and does really well. Me, I can't find it everywhere I go. I ask, you got any vintage or off kind of art bars or beat up, 1-ounce bars? And they're like, nope. People bought them all up. Nope, don't have any. And I remember 5 years ago, you go into a coin shop and they got boxes of them. You could just dig through them all day long. And it's just not like that around here anymore. So anyways, try to be strategic right now. Try to be just strategic with your purchases. And I have not. That's another reason why I really haven't been making a lot of videos, is because I'm not buying much silver and gold right now. I am still stacking. And for some people, it probably seems like I'm stacking a lot still, but I'm not. I mean, normally I've got 50 ounces in the last 3 or 4 months. Normally I'd have 250 ounces, plus 2 ounces of gold. And I'm not doing that right now. So I really don't have much to talk about in the way of making purchases or really knowing what's going on out there. I'm always looking at my sites, watching videos and doing that stuff still, but I'm trying really hard to save cash for a down payment on a house so I don't have to sell this stuff, because then I have to file paperwork because I put it back in the bank to let it mature for a down payment on a house, and they want to know where that money came from, even though I took the money out of the bank and I've already paid taxes on it. Because metals went up, if I was to go spend or sell $10,000 worth of gold or silver, they're gonna want to see paperwork, where it came from, and how much profit you made on it. Did you file for, your, taxes on your profit and all that stuff? The capital gain taxes is what they're gonna want to see you pay. So when it comes to buying a house, they're going to question it. Now, if I can prove all that, I don't have to let it mature. But I don't want to have to prove it, so I have to sit there for like 90 days. It used to be 60, now it's 90. And let it mature so nobody questions where my money came from. Even though it's my hard-earned money, I put it into metals and then I sold it and I put it back in the bank. If you're buying a home, they look at all that. They want to know where the money came from. That's, I guess, for money laundering or whatever that is. I have no idea, but they want to know. So if you save it out of your check, you do not have to let it mature. It's right there. There's no question. It shows how much you got and how many taxes you paid and all that stuff. And you can just use it for a down payment without any issues. So I'm trying really hard not to buy a lot of metals for that fact. And, so that's what's been going on. But then I have a problem because I start buying knives like this. Oh God. And start buying fancy knives, and that sets me back as well. $200, $200. And you guys don't even want to know of the other knife I just bought that'll be here Monday. $700. That I have a problem when it comes to knives. Oh, because that's another $1,000. I'd be closer to my goal for a down payment on a house. I need 20. I need 20K by the end of this year, so I can go look for a house. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do. If I buy a $750 knife, that just slows me further and further down. And so yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with having money in the bank. That's the problem. Because I want everything, even though I don't need anything at all. I want it all. So, yeah. And then my best friend just bought a Harley, and he's like, dude, are you going to get another bike? Are you going to get another bike? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to buy a house, bro. Quit it. Stop it. Don't bring that up. Don't even show me pictures. And what happens? He buys a brand new 2024. I think he got a Street Bob. They're cheap, whatever, but they're cool. And he sent me like 5,000 pictures, and I'm like, stop, because now, naturally, being the man that I am, now I want another bike. Now I want to go down and buy a 2024 whatever, that's, I don't want to do that. But they did just come out with a brand new club style Buell that's like 30 grand, and I'm like, wow, I like that bike, but I need to buy a house. I need to stop buying knives. Don't buy a Harley. And that's why I buy so many metals. It's that way I can't spend that money because it's already spent on metals, and it sits in the stack and just sits there and accumulates. And that's the whole point for me with metals, is to do that. So I can never win for losing, dude. Like I get money in the bank and I just want to spend it. And that's why I started stacking. That is the reason, 100% why I started stacking, because then I don't buy stupid stuff. I mean, it's not stupid. These are really cool, and they're nice, and they're titanium, and they're good steels. And the new knife that I just got is actually an amazing knife with zirconia. So the whole face of it is zirconium, titanium mixed like a Damascus, flame anodized, and it is sweet. And I can't wait to show you guys, but I need to stop doing that because I want to buy a home. Anyways, let's be strategic. Let's keep on stacking, and let's just, try to be financially stable. Thank you everyone for coming by. I truly appreciate it. Remember to hit that bell icon so you get updated on my latest videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And go check out Silverstruck. He is a beast, and this guy's got some really beautiful silver. All right, thank you all. Take care. Savagestacker's over and out.